It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Tuesday, the 20th of September. I'm Michael Groff. Clouds on the increase. We've even had a few showers, a couple of rumbles of thunder across parts of the area this morning. And we'll continue to see rain chances picking up, peaking around here by tomorrow night, maybe into early Thursday. We could even see a few strong storms with some gusty winds and locally heavy rain around. The best chances for the heaviest precipitation will be confined to northern Arizona, but still, yeah, we could see some rain here. Finally, that would be nice. And temperatures will be a little bit below average over the next few days, but warming up by the weekend, going to above normal levels once more. All right, a lot going on. Let's get into it here. First, we'll take a look at that almanac from yesterday. 104 degrees, the afternoon high. 78, the morning low. The normal high, 100. The normal low, 77. And today, we finally see those normal highs dip below the century mark. That doesn't mean the 100-degree days magically come to an end, but it's just a sign that we're counting down the days. Not many of those triple digits left. Looking outside right now here at 9 o'clock, we've got some dark skies off to the south and southwest, a few light showers around, and again, maybe even some thunder here and there. And we're sitting at 82 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew point at 54, relative humidity 37%. The winds are light, the barometer is rising. The upper air we'll go to the radar here first before we do that. Quick check of that, and we can see a few light showers just to the west and southwest of the valley, a few north of us. Those came through here earlier this morning, bringing some light amounts of precipitation. Sky Harbor Airport picking up a trace. A few of you actually saw some measurable rain, and we'll continue to see these light showers passing through over the next couple of hours. Some sun will break out through the day today as well, and then some more showers and storms fire up this afternoon. Now we'll go to that upper air look and show you just why this is happening. We've got a big ridge sitting over Texas and across the southeast U.S. and the Gulf Coast. Meanwhile, to the west, an anomalously deep upper low centered pretty close to San Francisco, San Jose. And that is now turning the flow aloft here across Arizona out of the south. And that's starting to bring in some deeper moisture across the area. And with that, moisture, showers and storms will be on the increase. The watch warning map, we've got a flood watch now across parts of northern Arizona to include much of Navajo, Apache, and Coconino counties, including Flagstaff, Holbrook, the Grand Canyon, Sedona, Show Low, Pine Top, those areas. So we will watch for the possibility of locally heavy rain that could lead to flood and or flash flooding over the next 24 to 48 hours. That flood watch actually goes in effect 11 a.m. this morning, continues through 11 p.m. on Thursday. Convective outlook for today, we've got a risk of severe storms, that standard slight risk over much of northern Wisconsin. Here in Arizona, the green coming back into the mix here, so thunderstorms are possible. We don't expect any severe weather, but an isolated storm that could briefly touch severe limits, well, it can't be completely left out of the possible range here because the lower levels of the atmosphere are still fairly dry, and so any storms that develop those downdrafts could produce some really gusty winds briefly to 50 to 60 miles per hour. The tropics in the Atlantic Basin getting a little bit more interesting. Of course, we still have Fiona. That's a major hurricane that is now moving more toward the north, and that could impact Bermuda. We've got a wave out there approaching the Leeward Islands, and we're going to talk about that wave first and foremost here. That is Invest 98L. And where this thing goes now, this hasn't even developed yet, so let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. But looking at the tropical model set, the models that pick this system up do develop it, move it through the Caribbean, and then start to curve it off to the northwest toward Cuba, maybe up towards South Florida. A couple of them bring it a little bit further west than north. But we have a long time to watch this. Nothing to get too excited about just yet, but some of the deterministic members have been picking up on this lately. And so we will have to watch to see how this plays out. This quiet hurricane season, which the United States has been spared the worst of it so far, well, that could change. But hey, keyword there, could, italicized and underlined. All right, here's the latest on Fiona, now turning to the north. And again, a threat to Bermuda by late Thursday night, Friday morning. And then this curves out toward the North Atlantic, then maybe recurves into parts of far eastern Canada. We'll have to see how that plays out as a post-tropical system that could bring some very strong wind and heavy rain up that way. The precipitation outlook, this is valid through Tuesday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix generally between 1/4 to 1/2 inch or just a little bit more than that. The numbers do continue to trend up once again as confidence increases that we will see at least some rain across a fair portion of the area. Not necessarily a deluge by any means, but a good rain for us. Any amount of rain will help in cutting into that deficit, and we could see some heavier totals, especially up toward the Four Corners and across parts of New Mexico and Colorado. Some really heavy rain could fall up that way. All right, let's get into it here, see what's going on with this weather pattern in more detail. To do that, we look at the models. Here we are, the GFS. This is the 06Z run valid 2 o'clock this afternoon. There's our upper low to the west, high pressure to the east, Arizona under a southerly flow. The moisture levels slowly increasing from the top down of the atmosphere. So what it means for us down at the surface where we are today, quite a few clouds around this morning, some isolated showers and thunderstorms will be with us, and those storms will redevelop this afternoon. A few storms could put down some locally heavy rain, gusty winds, and high temperatures today still should manage to peak into the upper 90s, might touch the century mark. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy sky. Widely scattered showers and thunderstorms with us, and overnight lows mainly in the 70s. And then tomorrow, showers becoming scattered to numerous, and we've continued to bump the rain chance up right now. We've got it at 50%. Might have to increase that into the more likely category, as it does appear that the deeper moisture will be across central and eastern Arizona. So scattered to numerous showers and storms. They'll be especially prominent in the afternoon hours, but could occur just about any time and just about anywhere. Locally heavy rain possible in the strongest storms. High temperatures tomorrow falling back to the upper 80s and low 90s. Not a bad day. Thursday, now this upper low is going to start to lift off to the north and east, and it's going to drag the moisture with it. Still, I would say a 40% chance of showers and storms looks good here, especially in the morning hours for Thursday. And high temperatures still only in the low to mid 90s. On Friday, we'll warm it up, and we've taken the chance of rain out of the forecast here for Friday. Still a few showers and storms possible in the eastern mountains, though, and high temperatures warming back toward the century mark. And then the weekend looks dry. Highs in the upper 90s to about 102 Saturday, Sunday, and even into Monday. We look to stay fairly dry, tranquil weather here as high pressure builds back in and temperatures once again head to above normal levels. Here's a week from today. This is Tuesday, the 27th, and high pressure is in control here across the west, and that's going to result in warm and dry conditions, above average temperatures likely. And look way down there at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, that is that tropical system. Whatever becomes of it, the GFS certainly develops it into a tropical cyclone, and that's not a surprise because that is exactly what the GFS is known for. And that's crossing over Cuba, headed up towards South Florida by a week from today. But again, what you're looking at here, this is nothing more than Fantasyland stuff, okay? So this is nothing to get alarmed about right now. I sometimes caution, or I have paused to even show these things on these weather videos because people will run out and post these on social media. Mike says there's going to be a hurricane. And I'm not saying that. Not saying that at all. We're just looking at one deterministic model run here. That's all we have right now. All right, let's go out 10 days. This is Thursday, the 29th. And again, high pressure sitting over the Great Basin. We would be fairly dry and fairly warm if that verifies. Could be a few showers and storms across northern Mexico, depending upon which model solution you believe here. Some actually start to advect moisture here, almost a quasi-monsoonal look, but I'm not buying into that. Looks like just typical late September weather, dry and fairly warm. But look at what the GFS is doing now. It's got this hurricane, or whatever that would be, sitting pretty close to Tampa Bay by next Thursday afternoon. And yeah, if that were to be right, sure, absolutely, this would be a serious situation. But this is nothing more than fantasy, voodoo, smoke signals, witchcraft. That's pretty much all it is right now. All right, looking at the rainfall for Phoenix, this is coming off of the GFS ensemble. And look, the ensemble mean here has crept up a bit off the GFS. It's now up toward about 2/3 of an inch. You got the control member even higher than that, over 3/4 of an inch. And most of the members indicate we will get something out of this upcoming event And then most of the rest of September looks to be dry. And the National Blended Model seems to jive with that as well. These are the temperatures through the period. And you can see here that highs are going to cool off over the next couple of days and then warm up pretty dramatically as we go into the weekend and next week to above normal levels. Again, keeping in mind, the normal highs now are down below 100 degrees. And by the end of the month, we're down in the mid-90s for our normals. So we would be several degrees above average if this verifies. All right, so that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you enjoy these videos, then be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. Thank you for participating in our live chat. Tried to post it up here so that you guys can see that when we're on camera and all that sort of thing. We're gradually trying to improve the quality of this video. After 6 years of doing this video, I suppose it was time to invest at least a little bit into its quality, right? Quantity is great. Quality, well, we're working on it, all right? All right. Thank you so much for all of those, for participating in all of that. And music fans, can't forget to mention this, my streaming station available 24/7, 365. It is called KMGX. We play a ton of music. We have a lot of fun with that. We consists of myself and the Asian sensation, the one and only Michelle, involved in the programming and operation of said station. So I implore you to check it out. I'll leave a link to it in the description. All right. Thank you so much for watching, all of your continued support. We just couldn't do these videos without all of you guys. So please be safe, stay cool out there, and have yourselves an epic rest of your Tuesday.